I'm the one they forgot about. I need some help reminding these motherfuckers. Boy, help me.
Welcome to the Blue Underground, and today I will be reviewing a quick review of Madden NFL 16. I'm starting something new on my channel where I will be reviewing the games that I play, and they're primarily 3 games. So you get 3 reviews a year. Madden NFL, NBA 2K, and NBA Live. So I will have a review for NBA 2K16 once that drops, and NBA Live 16 once that drops as well. But now, on to Madden NFL 16. When I first started recording this review, I was going to do probably about a 10 to 12 minute review, but I decided to cut that down and let it just be a quick review. So for those of you all who want to know what the game has in it feature wise, I have listed in the description information for you to go and look that up. I'm not going to read it for you. Alright, now these reviews were supposed to have 3 sections, and the first section is what it packs. And what it packs basically entails of a description of what the game is touting for features this year, back of the box, or just in general of what they've come out and said was included in this year's version of the game. The second section is where it smacks. Now, it just basically means where the game is hidden, where the game is likable, or things that I like about the game. And again, this is just my opinion and my review. You don't have to take this as an endorsement or a detraction to buy or not buy the game. The third section is where it lacks, and that basically means what it still needs to be improved upon, things that you can take as, you know, maybe can be addressed in a patch, or maybe tuning update, or it can be addressed in the next title. But the lack section is for, you know, things that we want to see, or I want to see in the game that the game has still not improved upon, or the game does not have currently. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it. For the packs section, check the description. I'm not gonna read it for you about what this game is touting this year. So we're getting right into the nitty gritty of where it smacks. Madden NFL 16, and I'll go straight up and say that Draft Champions is the first place where this game smacks. It is a new mode that introduces fantasy football into Madden NFL. So it's kind of like Mutt, but think of it as Mutt's free cousin. Free. Although you can play Mutt for free, a lot of people like to buy their cards and buy their teams, and that is not so with Draft Champions. So what you do is you're presented 3 cards each round, and from those 3 cards you choose one to build your team upon. So you start with a coach, and then you go from a coach to picking players, and you're gonna, you know, see some elites and some legends that may or may not end up in Madden Ultimate Team, but they're in Draft Champions, and they're for you to select. And you go through a tournament style, kind of like head-to-head seasons in Mutt, but it's only 4 games. And upon winning those 4 games, if you win the Draft Championship, you are awarded with redeemable Madden Ultimate Team redeemable things. All right, so Draft Champions is the first place it smacks. Madden NFL 16. Continuing on with where it smacks. Connected franchise mode. This is the meat and potatoes of Madden NFL. If you want to see the improvements of commentary, gameplay, drive starters, and dynamic drive goals, post-play goals, feedback, new user interface, it's all in Connected Franchise, and all along with the gameplay improvements, this mode definitely smacks. Continuing on, the next place it smacks is gameplay. Now, new to Madden NFL 16 are wide receiver DB interactions like we've never seen before. I know there's concerns about aggressive catching being overpowered. But you have to take it like this. You people, and when I say you people, I mean people playing the game. People playing the game need to learn the mechanics that have been put in the game to help deter from people trying to lob the ball up to 6'4", 6'5" receivers every play. It can be stopped. There are defensive tools to help you, and the skills trainer, please utilize it. Once again, gameplay where it's nice. They have a new passing mechanics, new running improvements to the running game, new handoff system, new quarterback locomotion, new quarterback AI, augmented AI, passing mechanics, catching mechanics, wide receiver DB interactions, penalties, aggressive catch, rack catch, possession catch, wide receiver AI traits, multiplayer catch system, 600 new plays and playbooks, in-game feedback. The gameplay is definitely where it smacks. Not to mention the defensive hot routes, defensive mechanics that have been added to help players on defense combat what the offense can do. The gameplay is where it smacks. Moving on to where Madden NFL 16 lacks, this game still lacks true immersion as we've seen from inferior consoles. And what I mean by that, those of you all who are ESPN NFL 2K5 fans will notice that this game still lacks an immersive halftime show as well as a weekly wrap-up show that connects you to things going on in the league. Now, this game has NFL licensing, so we would expect at least connection to NFL Network in this game to be represented on screen. With a weekly wrap-up show or things, the highlight shows that go on that connect you to happenings around the league. And as you play CFM, that part of the game is missing. So all while the commentary is new, it's nothing to connect you to the league as you're playing the game, and that is where it lacks. It continues to lack in some gameplay areas, legacy issues that we've seen and grown accustomed to in sports games, period. Ball tangibility, bad offensive line awareness at times, defensive AI, flat-footedness from defenders, and just in general, but as I say often, there's no perfect people. Let me correct this. Imperfect people cannot make a perfect game. So there's no perfect people, so never expect a perfect video game. And that goes for any title. So, continuing on with where Madden NFL 16 lacks, to me it still lacks the player movement that we've seen from ESPN NFL 2K5. All the while, the physics and some player movements are better. But the signature styles that we saw in All Pro Football 2K8 of separating elite players from average players still does not exist in Madden. So, for instance, you have LaShawn McCoy. LaShawn McCoy and Marshawn Lynch are two different backs, and all the while that might be represented in weight in Madden, signature moves is still where it lacks in signature styles. Weather affecting the gameplay. Now, as it stands in football, once it gets cold outside, December, January, playoff time, when you go into places like Foxborough, Pittsburgh, Denver, the weather affects the game. And right now, as it stands in Madden NFL 16, it does not do so. So hopefully with the new technology of the Frostbite engine, this is something that we can see in the future for Madden. If I was going to score Madden NFL 16 on a 0 to 100 scale, with 100 being the highest, I would give Madden NFL 16 a score of 89 out of 100. All the new improvements make it a much improved game over Madden 15. They are starting to get to the point to where the gameplay is getting so solid that they can address other issues. It still has legacy issues which detracts from the score, but the team that is in place now is starting to turn the corner with this game. So all the new improvements add to the score, while the legacy issues and CFM and what I've denoted as lacks take away from the score. So I appreciate you checking out the video. You can get at me on Twitter at Azure Effect, as well as twitch.tv/Azure Effect. All right, peace.
Come fast, she said that it was pronto. And my first car color was Azure. It affected me, my money had to blow a little more.